A lot of guys in the Big Ten trying to follow in your footsteps this year. We're going to focus on some of them here in the next half hour. Let's start with Jared Sullinger from Ohio State, much like yourself. I know you've known Jared for a long time, and you got to spend some time with him recently.
Yeah, earlier this month, we had a chance to walk around campus, one of his last times walking around campus with Jared, and it was very interesting.
I love this place. Ohio State past 2 years did a lot for me. I mean, this community is awesome. The fan support is awesome. The students is awesome. I'm just glad I got to do 2 years instead of just one.
But coming in, being a McDonald's All-American, the expectations, I kind of had the same thing coming in as a freshman. But being from here, all the pressure, did you feel it at all your freshman year? If you did, how did you handle it? I
felt a lot of pressure, but I mean, being Satch's boy, you had pressure at an early age when he used to tell everybody I'm going to be the best. So I already felt a little bit of pressure there, but I'm used to it.
For me, I never thought about the NBA when I was growing up. But for you, was this always a dream, this day, this moment, you know, to get in the NBA?
For sure. You know, everybody dreams about playing in the NBA. You know, when you're a little kid, you act like that certain player. You know, when last second shots, you saying I'm Michael Jordan. You know, everybody dreams about that. But it's just, you know, now it's trying to make my dreams into reality. And I think that's the scary part for me right now is just that I'm actually that close from, you know, actually being able to participate in the NBA.
What will it be like in your mind? What do you think that night when they say Jared Sullinger, Ohio State University, selected by whoever? Now you get a chance to put on that hat and walk up on stage and shake David Stern's hand. What do you think that'll feel like?
I don't know. I hope it feels right. I hope it's fun, but that might be an emotional night for, you know, not only me but for my family, because we all dreamed about being in the NBA, but you know, I'm actually going to be able to participate in my dream, and so hopefully it's not too emotional. But knowing my father and JJ, tears are going to come out their eyes.
Yes, sir! Jared Sullinger.
Is there a player, past or present, that kind of reminds you of your game, or that you can see that mold of how you fit in?
The biggest person is probably Elton Brand.
Why?
Same height. Everybody says we have the same exact lift. In college, he played mostly on the inside. He expanded his game to the jump shot when he got to the league, and I think, I mean, first 6 years, he averaged about like 18 and 10. So, I mean, I could see myself doing something like that.
Is there someone mentoring you through this process?
It had to be Evan Turner. I talk to Evan almost all the time. He always talks about, you know, you got to have the right mindset coming in. You have to be focused. There's going to be a lot of distractions. He told me there's going to be a lot of people that's going to have different motives. You know, if it's shots, if it's money, if it's don't like the coach. If they don't like you, you know, you just got to understand that it's the name of the game. You're not there for, you know, chemistry or anything. You're kind of there for, you know, just to play basketball.
Congratulations on everything and enjoy the moment.
Appreciate it.
You got it.
Interesting stuff from Jared. Now, subsequent to that interview, Jimmy, some stories began to circulate that there are teams that are concerned about Sullinger's health. We know he had some problems with his health during the course of this last season. How do you see all this impacting his draft status?
Well, it impacts it from this perspective. You have scouts and general managers. They don't want to be the ones that select a player that has previous injuries or could be previously injured. They don't want that. They're err on the side of being safe. So in that perspective, it pushes Jared's stocks down because they want to make sure you're going to invest 3 to 5 years in a young rookie. You want to make sure as close as you can that this young man will be able to be there for the long haul. I don't think these back problems are as serious as what people are saying. They're correctable issues, but still it is a concern if you're a GM.
It'll be interesting to see how this all plays in. Obviously, you're getting a player with lottery-type skills, even if maybe he falls out of the lottery picks. Injury concerns aside, though, there has been a lot of discussion. Of course, he chose to stay an extra year, and there's always that talk that if you stay an extra year, maybe people see some of your flaws and some of your weaknesses a little more. And there's been this talk about how does this game translate? In your mind, how does it translate?
It translates excellent because he understands. He has a knowledge of how to play the game of basketball. When you have that, the skill set then follows. Jared is very creative when he's on the court, unselfish. His biggest strength is positioning and using his body away from the basket. Here against a taller Myers Leonard, he's able to create space. The problem has been is when he gets deep in the post, doesn't create space. Now his size or lack of size and jumping ability now becomes an issue. But what teams are saying is, can he step out on the perimeter? Well, Zach Randolph, okay, Kevin Love, Elton Brand, all have shown that they can make the adjustment at the next level. Athletically, they may not be a Blake Griffin, but guess what? Upstairs, they can understand how to play and use a lot of their strengths on the court to help not only themselves, but also their teams.
And being a coach's kid, he's been well-versed in the game. He's such a bright player. He mentioned Elton Brand as well. You mentioned him. There's a guy who averaged a double-double 6 of his first 7 NBA seasons, so incredibly productive as a player. Sully hoping to add his name to what is a very impressive list, trying to become the 7th first-round pick from Ohio State during Thad Matta's coaching tenure. 3 of the previous 6 were selected in 2007, led by top overall pick Greg Oden. That, of course, the season that saw OSU play in the national title game.